Page 103, I know where I'm going. On the previous pages, they introducing you to the idea of these chords in the right hand. I already talked about it. In my opinion, when you work on these chords, you automatically do it in both hands. Just do it in both hands. That's all it is. And this gives us a chance then to use the chords in the right hand. So I want to talk about I know where I'm going, because I don't. 4/4 time, lots of quarter notes and half notes and things going on, isn't it wonderful? You got melody in the right hand for the first couple of lines, and then in the left hand for the last couple of lines. Okay, let's talk about the right hand first. Just starting here in G position, all quarter notes, and you need to know what these notes are. And when you get down to the third line, you have the chords. So it's a 2-beat rest and then a 2-beat chord. And at the end of the line, D7 chord. You have really big hands and really fat fingers, this doesn't work. You have to go here. But I recommend, if you can, you use the fingering in the book here. And that's it. In the left hand, we start out with the chords. In the third line, then the left hand gets the melody. Put them together. What do we get? I don't know. Make sure you lift up on these rests. It's important. Like so, and the third line down, then it's switched around. So forth. When you get that, put in these slurs. Just see, when you repeat a note, you automatically get silence. Just a little silence in there. We want more between the slurs. So make sure you do that. At the end of the line, it's so lift up, so we get silence between the slurs. Then in the last two lines, the left hand gets to do it too. Then once you have the slurs working for you, add the dynamics. It starts out medium loud. You don't need any other dynamic here, just medium loud, that's the melody. You'll have to decide what moderately loud is. It's sort of loud. Keep the chords soft. And then the second line, you have this swell. It's called a swell. I call it. Lots of people call it a swell. You see the two arrows, and when they are arranged like this, you get louder, and so you kind of swell up and come back down. Look in the middle of it and see what note or notes are there. And it's like here. It's like right in the middle of those notes. That's where you're after. That's the loudest part. So here, now, you've been medium loud. I wouldn't go medium loud and louder from there. We adjust these dynamics as we have to. So when you have this and you've got a crescendo, we don't want to go above a loud. And there's not a lot of difference between moderately loud and loud. So in order to have more room to grow, we come down and start the second line softer than medium loud. It's more like a medium soft. There, that's where you're loud. So it's, you have to practice that, because each one is going to get just a hair louder. Now if you can't quite pull that off, then do it in twos, 2 notes at a time. So you play the first 2 notes, next 2 notes a little louder, and then a little louder. Now you're loud, and then you come back down. I'd come all the way down to at least medium soft. So you can feel that. Get louder. You have to practice these dynamics in order to gain the control. The beauty of it is in practicing the dynamics to get the control to do that. That control gives you the ability to do a lot of other stuff. So there's a lot of serendipity stuff going on here where one thing you work on helps you with other stuff. And it's wonderful. Then in the third line, the hands are switched. The dynamics are the same. The hands are just switched. And the last line you have that swell again, so start softer and gradually get louder. And then go back down. There at the end. And you can end it moderately soft too. You see, when they give you a dynamic in music, like at the beginning, it says medium loud or moderately loud, and it stays there all the way across. You're within that range of moderately loud. You can get a little softer and louder as you feel the music. Once you get past the mechanics of which note do I play when and all that, and the phrasing and all that junk, and you start just getting into the music, you're going to want to get a little louder, and so you're going to feel it. And so go with it. If you feel it, you'll play it. And each time you play it, you may feel it differently, and that's wonderful. Absolutely. You don't want to play a piece exactly the same way every time you play it. Ugh. But in order to do that, you got to be so comfortable with the piece that you're not thinking about fingers and rhythm and any of that stuff. You're just thinking about the music itself. And everything else is sort of automatic. It comes in time. I'd like to play it very slowly, and have you play it with me. We'll double check these notes and rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics, just the notes and the rhythms. So I'll give us 4 counts, and let's go through this. 1, 2, ready, go.